I'm also grateful to live in a world with bike rides in Riverside Park and without world-ending kaiju hamsters. Not to bring that image back, because we left that behind a little bit ago. I give you thanks, O Lord, with my whole heart. Mein ganzes Herz erhebe dich. For some reason, the first image that pops into my mind when I hear the word Thanksgiving is the dwarf Happy from Disney's version of Snow White. Putting aside the exercise of assigning each of the 7 dwarfs a category of prayer, grumpy prayers of lament, bashful prayers of contrition, dopey prayers of guidance, etc. Sneezy is the hard one. Right. There you go. Yes, that's right. Giving thanks to God does make me incredibly happy. I often tack this way when encountering the eccentric wonders of God's human creations. Of course, one of the greatest thanksgivings for quirky humans is Hunter Thompson's paean to his lawyer friend Oscar Acosta at the end of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. There he goes, one of God's own prototypes, some kind of high-powered mutant, never even considered for mass production. Too weird to live, too rare to die. Yeah. Anyway, so the other evening at the New York Philharmonic, which is my other fave venue for live music, besides here, I was seated in orchestra front next to an older lady, face obscured behind a mask and glasses, clearly a seasoned concertgoer. When the violinist followed up Beethoven's Violin Concerto with an encore of Bach's Sarabande in D minor, and a person sitting in the row in front held up their phone to record, she barked, "Put that down!" Just loudly enough for the offender, but not the performer to hear, which was a masterful tightrope walk. After intermission, all of us in her row were quite surprised to find her seat empty, since she seemed like, I'm not going to profile, but like the kind of person who'd want to get the full value of her ticket. Soon, Saint-Saëns' organ symphony got rolling, and it was going swell until the organ kicked in, and I realized I was sitting too close to see the organ. I wished I was sitting up in the first-tier stage side, where I'd noticed an empty seat earlier that would have been perfect spot from which to see. My eyes drifted up to the seat, which was no longer empty. Guess why? So, exactly, the lady who had been sitting next to me had also spied the empty seat and moved there during intermission. What brilliance! I couldn't believe the audacity and the craft involved. I mean, this changed everything. So I had to thank God for creating this tactical genius and guiding us both here on the same night so I could learn from her presence. In that moment and in the moment since, I felt profoundly connected to her and to all people who are able to seize an opportunity to add more beauty to the world. I give thanks to you, O God, for your steadfast love and your faithfulness.